Hello guys, welcome back to Gaming Tidbits, and this time around we're going to talk about the 2015 Nintendo World Championships. Obviously they started off with the shocker, after the pre-show started and they were doing Yoshi's Woolly World. They showed a little bitty trailer for Earthbound Beginnings, which everybody knows is Mother 1. It's out in the, Nintendo eShop, which was a surprise again because Nintendo is kind of like, not exactly like the Mother, or if you know as Earthbound here. In the States, they haven't exactly been the most friendly. Like, they've kind of ignored that series over here, and a lot of fans have clamored for it. And now that, obviously Lucas is out in Smash Brothers, now that this is announced, it gives people hope that we will see a Mother 3 announcement. But you never know. That was a really big announcement for the show. So you went into this World Championships knowing they were going to be a new game you've never seen before. They didn't unveil the one game, which was Blast Ball, which was a 3DS game, which looked alright. It looked like a fun game to play with friends. By yourself, probably not so fun, but it did alright. Again, graphically compared to the Wii U games, didn't look nearly as good, obviously. Obviously, they started off with Splatoon, which I love, which looked good. And then, of course, there were the Legend of Zelda. Again, to see them played all at one time was really fun. Super Metroid, to see him play that game was, again, awesome. I love Super Metroid. It's fun to watch the crowd because the second the music of anything hit or the first sound hit, they instantly knew what it was and they got excited, and that's what made it really fun. They played Mario Kart 8, of course. They played Smash Brothers. But the real kind of cool thing was the last one, right? The one-on-one to decide who was the world champion. That was, of course, used to be Mario Maker, but now called Super Mario Maker, and it kind of makes sense because they're all Super Mario Brothers games anyway. Super Mario Maker, and even though I was kind of like, oh, Super Mario Maker looks kind of cool, I'll probably get it, but, it may not be that cool, but to see the levels they made and to see what they had to do was just insane, but would look fun to try to do it, right? Super Mario Brothers 1, when the obviously Cosmos didn't pass it, but then to see numbers go all the way through it was a really. I mean, me and my son was just sitting there jumping up and down as he got close to the end of it, and when he beat it, he was so excited. To see him get excited about it, that was the cool thing. To see him have memories that I've had watching stuff before, that this will stick with him, for the rest of his life. Just like last year watching the Smash Brothers tournament, and and they kept going on the games and they kept getting more crazy. Super Mario Bros. 3. And then you saw Super Mario World, and eventually you saw the boot and the big boot, which you never seen before. That was really cool. Like, wow, look at that. That's a cool boot. And it was funny because each one of the games somebody beat the level. It wasn't like, oh, they never made it to the end. Every level, one of the two guys had beaten the level. And then to see the side by side, the Super Mario Wii U, again, was really cool. It was just how crazy those levels were, right? Okay, there's a bomb with, something else on it with the squid there, and you're like, that's just insanity, right? Or look, you gotta jump this thing here over a blade and over another blade and over another blade and over another blade, hit these turtle shells in the air to keep going. That stuff was crazy. Or when Super Mario World, when he went through the door and there was 3 Bowsers there and he instantly went back. That looked really cool. That really got me excited for the game. I was kind of wondering if they were going to announce it was out today, but it wasn't. It looked so cool. That would have been kind of a cool, thing. But it wasn't. But it still got me really. I was not excited for that game. But to think the crazy, what players are going to create for that game is going to be crazy and cool and fun to try. Maybe really difficult. I might not beat some of them, but it looks really cool. It looks like something different and new instead of like the same old, which is what we want, right? Even though it's the Mario games we know, people creatively doing it differently could make an incredibly fun thing to do, even if it's going to be insanely hard challenge, which they are. And they were completely, really evil in those levels in that World Championship. There was barely any power-up anywhere, and any block question mark you thought was a power-up only spawned another bad guy. And to see the bad guys can be supersized, you pair them with, they say, you pair them with a mushroom, they supersize the enemies. That was really, really cool to see. Overall, at the very end when Miyamoto came out and they handed the runner-up a signed 3DS, and then Miyamoto actually there signed the 3DS he gave the guy, and obviously talked about how glad he was. And it kind of made sense he was there because that was like he created Mario, right? And seeing Reggie come out for Smash Brothers to challenge the guy he said he'd kick his butt if, last year, to see him play. Reggie lost, of course, but that was a lot of fun. Again, it made me once again why I love Nintendo's history and Nintendo growing up. Like all that came back to that with that nostalgia while watching the World Championship. The surprise of which game they picked, like when they picked Super Metroid, how like, oh man, they played Super Metroid, and watch him fight the Mother Brain and escape that level. That was really cool to see. And it was cool because you saw somebody run the whole level. It wasn't like, oh, the person didn't get to the end. Almost every game you saw somebody get to the end of of what they need to do, and that was really cool with it. But anyhow, what do you guys think of the World Championships? It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. On Twitch if you want to check it out. It's out there on Nintendo's channel. If you want to go check out the World Championship, definitely go check it out. It was really fun to watch. Let me hear your guys' thoughts on it. Do you think it was cool? Do you hope they wait like 5 years or something for another one? Or would you be cool with it? My friend had suggested that if you don't remember, 1990, Nintendo World Championships happened. 91, 92, they had the Nintendo College Campus challenge like things, and then was it 93 or something? They had the Star Fox competition, and then 94 they had Nintendo Power Fest. 94, he suggested they kind of do something like that, and then every 5 years they have Nintendo World Championships. Anyway, let me hear your guys' thoughts on it like always, and of course, Bethesda's conference happened, so that'll probably be up shortly after this one. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and of course, the other video will be really soon.